All right, welcome everybody. It is January 7th, 2025. We're at the 6 p.m. for the Board of Trustees meeting. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. All right. Clerk Newbeck, can you get a roll call, please?
Supervisor File.
Here.
Clerk Newbeck here. Treasurer Brown.
Here.
Trustee Hayward.
Here.
Trustee Morocco.
Here.
Trustee Nalamothu. Here. And Trustee Tedder. We have a quorum this evening.
Excellent. Okay, next item, approve the agenda. We have some amendments. Clerk, do you want to?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda by removing item L5, request to appoint board and committee members, Downtown Development Authority, DDA, from regular business.
Support.
Can I get a vote?
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay.
Any
Need a
opposed?
motion to amend the new agenda?
Any opposed?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any opposed? I thought I heard everybody say aye, so.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Okay,
Second.
all right. Can I get a vote?
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, ayes have it. All right, public comments. Board, do you have any public comments? No? No?
Public comments or board comments? Or is it the same?
Okay. I do. I have one. Is the chief here? The chief is here. So this is kind of a letter for you. So I received a letter from Orient Township. As some of you may know, they had a pretty big fire over there at the Keenton New Towns condo. So I just want to read this real quick. Dear Independence Township board members, on behalf of the Orient Township community, we would like to recognize the heroic efforts by the Independence Township Fire Department during the recent explosion at the Keenington New Towns condos. Their swift response was instrumental in preventing further devastation. The bravery and teamwork displayed in the face of such tragedy is a testament to their commitment to public safety. Their actions directly reflect the power of unity, and the importance of coming together in times of crisis. We are truly grateful for their service to our community. And it's signed by Chris Barnett, Supervisor, and Ray Allen, Fire Chief. So, thank you. It's always great.
Very nice.
They deserve a round of applause.
Mr. Supervisor, I do have just a brief announcement.
Okay.
Recently, the Parks and Recreation and Seniors Department have put on their website, or through their website, you can now purchase actually lease a 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 plot in the community garden. Very excited that this will be reinvigorated this coming spring, and we're going to be looking forward to many community partners and township employees and neighbors and friends to help reinvigorate that. But you can officially sign up for your own plot of area 10 by 10 or 10 by 20. I think for township residents, it's 36, and I think 72 for the 10 by 20. So just wanted to make everyone aware of that. There are limited amounts of plots, so make sure you get on there quickly.
Excellent. Okay. Any other comments? Nope. Okay, so public comments. Is anyone looking for a public comment? No? Okay. Oh, online? No. Okay. Public hearing, none. Presentation reports, we don't have any. Carryover, postponed agenda items, we don't have any. Consent agenda. This is going to be a little bit of a speed reading. Request to approve the Board of Trustees regular closed session meeting minutes of December 7th, 2024. And also request to approve the December 31st, 2024 check run, including an ACH for $568,868.46, and ratified the December 20th, 2024 payroll for $326,726.26.
Second.
Motion to second. Okay. Can I get a vote, please?
I don't think anyone made a motion.
No. I thought- He seconded the motion. Yeah, you seconded, okay, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second. Okay, second. All right. Can I get a vote?
All those in favor?
Can I call, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, running right along.
Thank you, sir.
Items removed from the consent agenda. There was no items removed. Regular business. Just to remind everybody, the members of the public shall have the opportunity to address the township board on items listed on the agenda. Speakers must go to the podium and identify his or herself and limit their comments to not more than 5 minutes, and there shall be no further comments received from the public once the item has been brought back to the board for discussion and vote. That's just kind of the ground rules.
Good evening.
Hi, Dave.
Happy New
And
Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Starting off the new year with a couple of budget amendments. So, first one is for a new position that was approved. Started having this discussion well over a year and a half ago. And it's a full-time position for a full-time building inspector and building official, deputy building official. I've made offer of hire to this person, and unfortunately, during this process, it was never budgeted for, and so that's why I'm before you tonight. It wasn't that the position wasn't approved for the hire, it was just a matter of not being in the final budget for 2025. My involvement with the budget ends about August of every year, and I was told 3 times that this was taken care of, and it wasn't. So I'm here before you today to present this amendment to the budget as directed and outlined here in this MAIF. It's a non-union position, and again, this is due to the fact that we've more than doubled our volume of and increases of building permit fees, all trade permits, and inspections. So this was an approved position, and I'm just here to present this as an amendment to the budget, and it's formality of getting your approval on that.
Okay. Questions, comments from the board?
Just a quick, Dave, what kind of certifications is he gonna have, and what kind of slack can he pick up for us, you know?
He's Public Act 407 certified, not only as a building inspector, but a plan reviewer and building official. So this really falls into some, a plan of succession for my eventual retirement as well. This is something that the board, previous boards have been looking for me to put in play, so to speak, for the 3-year period that I've been here. And so this falls into that category as well. So he's well qualified. He's an inspector from Waterford Township. He has great experience, and we're lucky to have his ability to help staff my needs.
And for clarification, he's paid through the permitting fees and, right, he's paid
Well,
for,
he's paid, all of our expenses are paid through the general fund, but yes, our revenue streams from permit fees and inspection fees and that kind of thing, you know, goes towards the general fund. So yes, that would be the case.
I'm sure he'll do
Yeah,
enough work to easily earn his wages. A lot of work.
Well, if you recall back in October 22nd, Township Board meeting, I did present for a building department fee increase on that schedule. So that's gonna more than help cover those additional expenses. And that was some of the purpose of that increase in fees, is so I could staff the department properly. So that's kind of where we're headed.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
Again, I'd like to make a motion to approve the new non-union position of deputy building official.
You would not ask the public first.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. At this time, we'd like to offer the opportunity for anybody in the public want to come up and have any questions or comments on this? Online? No?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the new non-union position of deputy building official and job description with a starting salary of $87,500.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No, ayes have it, motion carries. And we have a second motion here.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 budget amendment number 1 as presented.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Next
Second
item.
item up here is, again, a new position/title for one of my existing employees. My lead assistant, Kate Consul, has been with us for over 11 years now. She's currently an office specialist, and I'm proposing tonight to present and amend the budget to account for an increase in her salary outside the union scale. So this is a presentation for a new position that's outside the union. And the reason for that is because the union scale doesn't allow for me to promote from within my department at a compensation plan that is reflective of the increased volume of her performance. So I'm proposed to putting Kate into a non-union position with an increase in her salary. And again, this is for an amendment to the budget to account for that.
Okay, questions, comments from the board?
I can just say I work with Kate a lot professionally. I think she does a great job. She's committed. She's been here a long time, and as I know Dave mentioned, retention is important, and if we got good people, we gotta be competitive. I support it.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. Is there anything on the union side that needs to be done from them? Or you could just,
We've talked a little bit, from that side. I can't really interject anything as to what they would or should or could do. That's a big apple to bite.
I don't mean in terms of her salary or anything. I just mean in terms of her just being removed from there. We can just say she's not in it, and that's all that needs to be done?
Well, creating a new position that isn't currently slated in the IWA.
Okay.
So I had a long discussion with a number of people in my department. It's just that, they're tied to that agreement, that contract. Her performance, again, we have more than doubled our volume of permits and inspections and work, essentially work. I mean, I started 3 years ago, and I have less staff today than I did 3 years ago. And we've more than doubled our volume of performance-based work. So she's been performing at another level. And again, like I talked to Sam a little bit, we have to retain good people. And she's not being compensated. And my fear is to losing a person with that kind of skill set that knows our business, he knows the contractor base, he knows the community. And if I literally would have to replace her with 2 people if I lost her in that sense. So this is a big increase for her, I know. And it looks like, it's almost 20% of her current salary, but I'm confident that, she's going to continue to perform on our behalf.
Trustee Hayward?
Yeah, a question is, what's going to happen with her current position? Would that be left open to be refilled?
No.
So it would just
this is
eliminate her current position that she's
basically a
in?
new title.
Okay,
Same position, just a new title. And I had to create a new title outside the title that she had because, again, it was reflective of the IWA titles.
thank you.
That's Paul.
Trustee Paul?
I don't recall ever seeing a motion where the board approved removing somebody from the union. I don't know why that's in there. I don't believe this board has the authority to do that. If there's a new position open and she's being hired into it, that's her choice. I don't believe we need to have a motion for that.
I agree.
So
Sorry, I didn't notice that earlier. I would have said something prior to the meeting.
I think the motion here is to create the new position, not to move the individual. With the creation of the new position, this person has then voluntarily applied for it,
No, I'm
and
just,
it's approved.
there's a motion B here that says remove her from the union. I don't think we need to make that motion. Because really, we're creating a position. The person filling it is who he wants to hire.
Right.
Is almost not material.
I would agree with that.
So I just think we can skip motion B if we get to a motion.
And just one further clarification, I think it falls on the heels of trustee Nalamothu's question and trustee Hayward's question. So there's not gonna be any push by the union to retain that position. There is, okay, so I think that's the question we're getting at, is so we're not just shifting a person, we're giving someone a new title and a salary increase, which sounds like she's deserving of, but then on top of it, apparently there'll be an additional staff member that the union's gonna be seeking to fill the void for.
That may be the case. I haven't heard of any push on that end, so, but I won't need another person at this time, to supplement the 2 support staff people that are in there. So I'll have one assistant that's non-union and another current assistant that is still in the union.
And it's not your intent to eliminate the possibility of that union, somebody filling that position in the future, though,
No,
correct?
sir.
Right, so that specialist position still stays there.
Absolutely.
It's just vacant at this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it sounds to me like we're creating a new position. We're not eliminating the previous position. And then we have this individual who happens to be in the specialist role now applying for the new position. So the MAFE, as it's written with motion B, is not representative of what the actual action is happening here.
Agree.
Agreed.
So I don't know,
We'll just skip it.
we'll just skip motion B then, okay.
Otherwise, I'm prepared to make a motion.
Okay, but I know that we have some people in the public that may want to come up, and do we have any other comments from the board? Okay, no, does anybody in the public want to come up? Please just make sure that you keep it to 5 minutes and you give your name and address, please.
Tony Hill, I'm the president of the IW local union. There's a clause in our contract where you're gonna take her out of the union position, make her management. Technically, there's a subcontractor clause in there that you're not supposed to do that. Okay, she's gonna be moved up a better pay, which we've been working on. We asked the last board to meet with us and talk about, you guys, they went and did it for fire, presented, got themselves an increase. You guys did a study for non-union last year. Some of them people got wage increases. The elected board members, in my understanding, just got a raise also. We asked the last board to talk to us about our wages, because compared to the townships around here, we're way underpaid. They just flat out said no, okay? I'm not against, you're gonna start picking union people off and giving them non-union spots to give them a raise, okay? This is where this is headed. I'm not, she deserves it, I'm not against her. But you're taking a union position and putting somebody up in a non-union spot, she's still gonna be doing that union position, the work that she was doing. And if you look at it, there's a clause in our, for subcontracting that you can't eliminate a position and subcontract that work out. To me, that's what it looks like we're doing. You're gonna bump her up, that position needs to be filled. But he says he doesn't need another person. He doesn't need 3 people in there. He's doing twice the amount of work with less people. Why does he not need that position filled? If he's got to work, bump her up, reward her for doing her job, a good job. But fill that position also. If they got all that, twice the workload, just giving her more money is gonna make her pick up the slack and everything's gonna be all fine and dandy. I don't see it happening. But yeah, we have a problem with not filling that position, because it's a union spot. I mean, we're not real big anyhow, and to start picking us off, I mean, any director could do that. Give a guy, create a new position title for him, bump him up, take him out of the union, and give him more money. I mean, that's the thing we need, it needs to be looked at across the board. We're working on that, because I know there's a couple new board members here. We're getting our stuff together to come to you, Chuck, to see if you can talk about it. We still have 2 years left on our contract. I mean, we're hiring new people and then they're leaving because they're going somewhere else to get more money. So and we're getting old, but we got some old people on our staff. So, but I think you need to seriously consider that position should be filled. It's not, there's gonna be response from our end on it. We're gonna fight to fill it. just so you know that, and I think it should. So, I mean, that's all I have.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Well, again, Kate is performing at this high-level position. The union scale doesn't allow me to compensate her appropriately on her performance, so this is the direction that I've decided to go. I think it's appropriate at this time. I don't need a third support person in the front office. We're handling business as it comes our way. Again, we've weathered the storm, so to speak, but we're at the point now where this is what I'm proposing.
Question
Yep,
for him.
go ahead.
This is a new job description. Is there duties that are different in this job description than in her current duties?
There's a lot that she's doing that wasn't part of her current duties.
Okay.
It's not only the increased volume, but she does government reporting for me. She interacts with the Simboya and Akboa associations that I'm involved with. She reports additional projects that are in BSNA. We're also doing training for our new, well, not new at this point, but our future endeavors with the rental ordinance program. So there's a lot that she's doing that isn't part of the office specialist that she's currently titled as.
Okay, thank you.
Trustee Brown?
When our rental ordinance, assuming the board approves that, is that gonna generate a new, union position?
It's possible. You know, again, we have to navigate through that whole setup, you know, whether we're gonna institute short-term rentals first before long-term. We probably would just absorb that initially, but long-term rentals, most likely that should be a position that will be added.
Okay.
So we'll need at least another inspector, another staff up front. And it doesn't have to be a Act 407. I was talking with Carrie just today, in fact, about that. We don't need a licensed Public Act 407 licensed inspector. We can, like say we hire another code enforcement person on the staff. I can train that code enforcement person to do rental inspections. So there's some options there for me to go in different directions there too, so.
So potentially by vacating that position, it's actually, and that individual happening to apply and getting into the new position, it opens the door for new potential union employees to be hired out.
Potentially, yes. And Tony and I have talked about that.
Okay.
Just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, it also opens up promotion, I think, for another current union employee that is in his department.
That's correct.
That's not that level, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Which would open up then that position for maybe a more of an entry level in the future.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, so basically, essentially, you're keeping the union head count at this point, a union head count. We're not eliminating any kind of a head count with the union. And, pardon?
Yeah, one.
No, but you're not, yes, but you're not losing the head count. I mean, it can be filled.
Okay.
Okay, so the question is then, we're talking about the long-term, short-term rental agreements. At what point do you think in the future that head count would be filled? Potentially, I mean, I know it's a guess, but
The next year,
within this.
I know we're gonna
Calendar
be
probably.
talking about rentals and the implementation of a rental program here this year. So how fast we engage in that and actually implement it, time will tell, but I would say this year we're gonna make good headway there. So it could be 12 months, I would say 18 months tops. We'll be able to, fill one or two positions,
Okay,
and they could be union positions.
okay, thank you.
Just while we're on the subject, Dave, I would like the long-term rentals are more of a concern for me. That we were so close last Christmas, I mean, a year ago, it was in front of us like it was gonna happen, and then it got pulled at the last second. So, that's a big concern. So just, I know you mentioned short-term, but, you know,
Well,
I just,
It's none of the.
I
Let me
just
get a
want to
point
get
of
to
order,
that
because
point.
this is not
Yeah.
actually, the rentals is not part of this. So let's just table that part for now. So, any other questions specifically to this motion? Nope, all right. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the new non-union senior building administrator position and job description with a salary of $75,000.
Support.
Okay, second, all right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion's carried.
thank you.
I'll also make a motion to approve the 2025 budget amendment number 2 as presented.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I said aye. All right, request to approve purchase of turnout gear through Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity firefighter turnout gear 2024 grant program. Chief, please.
Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, as the supervisor just read off, we have the opportunity, we've already won an award from the Department of Labor to purchase a second set of turnout gear, which is the turnout pants and jacket that the firefighters wear in structure fires. State of Michigan decided that they were going to provide these grant opportunities for fire departments to provide a second set in an effort for when firefighters go to a structure fire and they come back to the station, they have to wash the gear, it goes through a drying process, it takes a few days. They'll now have a second set of gear available to them. So it's obviously a good opportunity. And with that, we have 30 sets of gear that we need to get as a second set through the grant. And then we already had, not to convolute this, but 7 sets of gear we had already had on order before we won the award. So the other 23 sets cost just a little bit more to match up with what we had previously ordered with the 7 sets, which is why we're requesting an additional $1,380 from our operating budget to cover that additional cost. So we're getting $103,500 from the state of Michigan, and then we're going to take $1,380 out of our own budget to cover the set of gear. So we're just essentially looking for that approval to accept that grant and to place the order to get the gear.
Good. Questions, comments from the board? Questions, comments from the public? Online? Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve the purchase of 30 sets of turnout gear through the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity firefighter turnout gear 2024 grant program from Municipal Emergency Services located at 12 Turnberry Lane, second floor, Sandy Hook, Connecticut 06482, in the amount not to exceed $104,819.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so next item, 4, request to appoint a board and committee members to the Sashaba Corridor Improvement Authority. Any questions from the board? Comments? No, any questions, comments from the public? Online? No, all right,
I'll make a motion.
okay.
I'll move to reappoint Judy Tully as a resident member and Bob Roth, having ownership interest in the district, to the Sashaba Corridor Improvement Authority with terms scheduled to expire on December 31st, 2026.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Motion carries.
This was removed.
All right, for expediting purposes, items 6 through 12, those 7 are reappointments of elected officials to committees that they automatically, seems like to me, they should be appointed to, or they're going on to committees that they're gonna be appointed to. So we're gonna kind of go through these a little fast. Let's start off with the request to appoint board and committee member clerk. The item A on that one is for the Information Technology Oversight Committee. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll move to reappoint Carrie J. Newbeck as ex officio member of the Information Technology Oversight Committee with terms to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
Second, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. Item B. Can I get a motion on that one, please?
I'll move to reappoint Carrie J. Newbeck as ex officio member of the Audit Advisory Committee with term to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item C.
I'll
Can I have a
move to
motion?
reappoint Carrie J. Newbeck as ex officio member of the Election Commission with a term to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The next one, request to appoint a board and committee member for the treasurer. Can I get a motion on item A?
I'll do it. Move to reappoint Paul A. Brown, treasurer, as ex officio member of the Information Technology Oversight Committee with terms to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second?
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Can I get a motion on action item B?
Move to reappoint Paul A. Brown, treasurer, as an ex officio member of the Investment Advisory Committee with term to expire on his term, with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Township Board of Trustees.
Second?
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. On the Lake Improvement Boards, can I get a motion, please?
Move to reappoint Paul A. Brown, treasurer, as the township representative on the Walters Lake Improvement Board with the term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Township, or Independence Board of Trustees.
Second?
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The next one, request to appoint board and committee member for trustee David Hayward.
I'll move to appoint David Hayward as a member of the Audit Advisory Committee with terms to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
I'll move to appoint David Hayward as a non-voting member of the Safety Path Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next one, request to appoint board and committee member trustee Sam Morocco.
Move to reappoint Sam Morocco as a member of the non-union employee committee with terms to expire in his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Lake Improvement Board.
Move to reappoint Sam Morocco as the township representative on the Mill Pond Improvement Board with the term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second?
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next one, request to appoint board and committee member trustee Terry Now Matthew. Can I get a motion, please?
I'll move to appoint Terry Now Matthew as a member of the non-union employee committee with terms to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
Support.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I would also like to move to reappoint Terry Now Matthew as a member of the Election Commission with term to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
I'd also like to reappoint Terry Now Matthew as the alternate liaison member of the Southeast Michigan Council of Governments with terms to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Lake Improvement Board.
I'd really like to reappoint Terry Now Matthew as the township representative on the Lake Oakland Improvement Board with a term to expire with her term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second, please.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next one, request to appoint board and committee member trustee Jim Tedder.
I'll make,
Oh, sorry. You want to?
I'll make a motion to appoint Jim Tedder as member of the Election Commission with terms to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Make a motion to reappoint Jim Tedder as a member of the Investment Advisory Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to reappoint Jim Tedder as an ex officio member of the Parks, Recreation, and Senior Advisory Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Lake Improvement Roads?
Move to reappoint Jim Tedder as the township representative on the Lake Wamiga Improvement Board with a term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
Sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And the final one. Request to appoint board and committee member supervisor. I feel bad for whoever has to read this one.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll move to appoint Chuck File II as ex officio member of the Information Technology Oversight Committee with terms to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as ex officio member of the Downtown Development Authority with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as ex officio member of the Sashbaugh Corridor Improvement Authority with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as ex officio member of the Safety Path Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as ex officio member of the Parks, Recreation, and Seniors Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as member of the Video Center Board Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Support.
Support? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as a liaison to the Southeast Michigan Council of Governments with terms to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the last one.
Move to appoint Chuck File II as a member of the Audit Advisory Committee with term to expire with his term on the Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. All right, I make a motion to go into closed session.
I'll make a motion to enter into closed session to discuss a confidential legal opinion regarding the Brady Lodge liquor license application pursuant to MCL 15.2681H at 6:38 PM.
I support that motion.
Okay, roll call. We have to do a roll call. on that one, right?
Yes, I just
Okay.
have to finish writing. Clerk Newbeck, yes. Treasurer Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Hayward?
Yes.
Trustee Morocco?
Yes.
Trustee Nalamoto?
Yes.
Trustee Tedder?
Yes.
Supervisor File?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Do I gavel?
Make a motion to return from closed session and resume the regular meeting at 6:52 PM.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
No. Okay. Communication, future agenda items, reports, just on the minutes of Safety Path Advisory Committee, September 2024, and also Safety Path Advisory Committee, October 20th, 24. Any party board member comments?
Yes.
Yes, Paul.
So, I wanted to share a little story, but I'm ready for the meeting to be over.
Can I get a second?
I could
Move
talk
to
for 3
adjourn.
minutes.
Move, okay. Second, on move to adjourn? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Who had 53?
I had 54.
Aye.